Yo, what's up? What's happening, my beautiful people? And welcome to another episode of Chit Chats with Chaz podcast. You know, it's your girl, your host, Chazney, aka Chaz, aka so much more 2CK on my Instagram. Now, let's get to chatting. All right, y'all. So, y'all know I like to start with, you feel me, a little quote of the day. Just, so we can get into the mood of whatever we finna get into. Right, so this quote is from Stephen Forrest and it says, "Astrology is just a finger pointing at reality." So today's episode is for my Astro Girlies. Clearly, okay? The girls, you feel me, blaming everything up Mercury retrograde, as well as transmuting that energy, okay? My ladies following their moon cycles, ladies asking the men for their birth time. Y'all too, you feel me? And y'all know who y'all are. Don't play. But yes, let's have a little astrology chat. Like I thought it would be something nice to do, something nice to have. Now, I do consider myself an astrology girly for sure, and I'm Leo gang all the way. As far you feel me back as I can remember, I've always kind of like resonated with my astrological sign. I don't necessarily remember when I was like introduced to astrology like that, but I feel like from a young age, I was always like Leo this, Leo that, like, and just resonated with my sign or whatever. And as I've gotten older, I've learned about my moon sign, my rising or ascendant, and that astrology can be actually used as a tool. So just to give us a little more insight on that for the Astro Girlies, I've asked a special guest who I admire for sure to come on here. She's an Astro Girly through and through, my girl Twan Tha Mystik.
Hey, what's up?
What is up, girl? I'm so glad to have you on. You know what? I was on your live like yesterday. So, you was talking about, like the people that have kind of been with you like since, 2019, 20 or whatever. And yeah, I feel like that might be around the time that I found you, like 2019. And
hmm
like I just always like loved your vibe and just kind of like
Aw.
resonated with everything you said. And it's like, when it comes to like spirituality and astrology and things like that, I do feel like at some point it has kind of become a little bit of a trend, and
hmm
there have been a lot of people that have hopped on and do readings and all this other
hmm
stuff. But I don't know, it was just something about you, like you was just real, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe I get. Like, you feel me, you a real person, like,
Oh.
out here just sharing your gift. Like, I just never felt any bad vibes or just,
Oh.
anything from your reading where I'm like, I don't know who she talking to. That don't resonate with me. Like everything be resonating. Even when I look at stuff for like my moon sign or just like other signs, like, oh, okay, girl, stop reading me. Stop reading me, honey.
Yo.
But yeah,
That is
go
super
ahead,
funny.
Twan, and let my chit chatters know, who a little bit more of who you are, what you do.
Okay. Well, I am Twan the Mystic. I am an astrologer. I'm an artist. And I like to say I'm also an alchemist because I feel like I do like, a lot of spell work as well
Hmm.
and manifesting and things like that. So, yeah, artist, alchemist, astrologer. That is
Okay,
me.
period.
Period.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, just to kind of start getting into it, how did you get into astrology, or like realize your gifts, or did those things happen separately?
Um, how can I even explain this? Because I feel like my gifts were always there, but I feel like over the years it was more so like then like the interest in certain things came about, like astrology. Like, I mean, I feel like as far as my intuition, I've always been a very intuitive person since I was a kid, but astrology came around like how I feel like sometime in elementary school, because when I was younger I used to do like acting and stuff. I used to do like
Mhm.
modeling and acting, and I was on set for what's that movie, Prison Song. I don't know if you ever saw that. That shit was on BET,
Oh,
with
and
Q-Tips.
I could totally see you act. That's hecka funny.
That's funny. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, that's what I used to do. So yeah, and I was on set, and this guy was talking about like, he was like, "Oh, what's everyone's sign? What's everyone's sign?" And my mom was like, "Oh, go tell him you're a Virgo." And I was like, "Oh, a Virgo? What does that mean?" And then she
Hmm.
like kind of explained it a little bit, and then I was like, "That's so interesting," and I just like became obsessed, and then like back in like I would say 2010, my friend told me about birth charts, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell is that?" And then I like was totally obsessed and stayed up till like 5 o'clock in the morning, like looking into
Looking into it, going down the rabbit hole,
yes, the rabbit hole. Okay, like literally.
and that shit's deep.
Yes. And I fell in love for real. So yeah.
So, what do you think the biggest misconception of astrology is, for people that believe it as well as people who are non-believers?
Well, for the non-believers,
Right. So,
I feel like it's not even necessarily something you need to quote unquote believe in. It's like a science. It's really a science. Um, because when you understand the different aspects of astrology, you'll see that it's a real thing, but people try like make it seem like it's a religion where they're like, "Oh, if you believe in that stuff, then that's crazy." And people were like, you can't tell what a person is like just by what month they were born in, and it's like, yes, the fuck you can, but if you know the other stuff like
yeah,
their moon, their rising, their like all that stuff, it's like you can know a person. It's a science.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And those things like the and I feel like when you start to get more into astrology, and as far as like talking about people's personalities and stuff like that, and
mm,
personality traits, you start to realize that everybody's compiled of almost all 12, you know what I'm saying, in different
mhm,
aspects of your chart. So
mhm,
everybody is still an individual regardless
mhm,
of, the group that they're in a sign.
mhm, mhm,
Like my big three, I'm Leo sun, Cap moon, and Libra rising. So like I feel like I'm not as flamboyant or like
mhm,
out there as a lot of other Leos who might have
mhm,
more fire in their chart, or
mhm,
more other things in their chart. Like my Capricorn moon, I feel like that earth in my, and I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, so that
mhm,
earth grounds me a lot.
mhm,
And
mhm.
I feel like I'm way more grounded and like low key. Like everything kind of goes together, and still places you as an individual. So like
Mhm.
when people are like non-believers, they're kind of like, thinking everybody's grouped into this category, when it's like, I mean, yeah, we do share a lot of similar things and character traits, but also because of all the other things that are in their chart, like they're still going to be an individual nonetheless.
Exactly.
So what would you say the biggest misconception is for believers in astrology?
I would say maybe like what some of the things that people say, like you said, it's become a trend.
Hmm.
So, people, there's people that want to know about astrology, but they're not necessarily like reading the books or doing the research. They're no shade to, because I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, but like sometimes people that are on these platforms, they just be saying what other people are saying. So it's like the people that are wanting to get into it and they don't know necessarily where to look, they're looking at the people on TikTok and Instagram, and they're getting things like the typical, like you said, you're a Leo, So the typical thing to say about Leos, like, oh, they love attention and they're this and they're that, and
Mm-hmm.
then they're automatically like, oh yeah, so Leo, oh, they like attention. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
they don't know all the different things, like,
Mm-hmm.
or realize that it's more than that. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
And it was
yeah.
because like I had somebody who I was like cool with at a job
Mm-hmm.
to work at, and she was like more so more so religious. And,
Mm-hmm.
and no, like no shade, like we accept all, you know what I'm saying, all beliefs here. Like
Mm-hmm.
ain't no tea to nobody. But yeah, she was more religious, and so I was saying something about a sign or something, and she was just saying how like she doesn't, basically she doesn't follow astrology anymore, like since she's saved, and like you're not supposed to do that, and she used to
Mm-hmm.
kind of like she used to be into it, but she was like obsessed and blase blah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I don't know, for me personally, like I don't consider myself like super religious. I have grown up
Mm-hmm.
in church, but I don't consider myself a super religious person now.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, okay, like I don't know. My thing is, I feel like God, source, like wants us to honor everything.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying, and why did He put the stars in the sky if they weren't
Exactly.
supposed to, tell a story or give
Exactly.
information? So yeah, and also I do also feel like I don't let astrology like rule my life as well. Like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
to every step and being like, oh, I'm not gonna do this because of this, and because this person, they got that Scorpio moon. I don't know, they might be a little crazy. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The only people in, as far as astrological signs that I'm Xing out, sorry girl, but the male species of your group, the Virgos, out of here.
Sorry.
I am done. I I will not, cannot, like, not ever again, not in the next lifetime. I just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
putting myself through it. I just won't.
I
I,
feel you.
and that's the only one. Y'all, the females, I love y'all. Dope people, amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, I just, oh no. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. So but yeah.
I feel you. I
But
do. On the men, I feel you.
girl, I cannot, I will not. Yeah, no, can't stop, don't stop, won't do, no diddy. I don't know,
Mhm.
but
No Diddy.
I just can't, girl. Let
No Diddy.
let me go. Let me continue on before I get into a frenzy, girl. I cannot. Uh, what would you say is the most challenging thing to learn about astrology?
Mm, I would say there's so many different things to know about astrology. So it's like it can be overwhelming, like the amount of information, because there's like with our birth charts, we know our big three. There's Mercury, Jupiter, all those signs. But then there's asteroids, then there's aspects, then there's houses, then there's a whole bunch of different things to learn, and it can be a little overwhelming. So
Chiron.
I
You
guess
like what the hell is a guy? Chevron,
right,
Chiron.
right.
Like what?
Like Chiron, like I remember when I learned about that, I'm like, wait, there's more? Like
Like, dang,
there's
South
more.
Node.
Right? Like there's more. Like, what is this? Like
Yeah,
it's a lot of information, but it's still interesting, and I feel like that's what makes me love it because it's always something new to understand.
for sure. No, I totally agree with that, because yeah, like as far as right now, like all the stuff I've named is what is all I've got into. All I've got into, like, because yeah,
Mhm.
once you start getting into it, it is like it's a rabbit hole, and it is a whole lot of information. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that you're learning from a credible source about the information.
Right.
You want to
Right.
make sure you're reading the right books or listening to the right people, astrologers, like podcast, or however you want to get the information. So it
Right.
is a lot. I do definitely agree on that. So
Right.
just for everybody, we'll start to get into kind of like, yeah, a little astrology 101 for the people. So
Okay.
if you can, I'll just say some things out, and you can describe them, or explain them, I guess.
Okay.
So we have astrology 101, y'all. Just get your notebooks, notepads, bring out the notes app on your phone, if you want to take some notes, because my girl's going to be putting some gems down. Now, these are the basics. These are the basics. But, if you
Mhm.
want the information, you're going to get it. So let's go ahead and just explain to people the signs, what the signs are, and the 12 signs.
Okay. So like what do you mean, like just like a little description of each sign, I guess?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, well the first sign is Aries. That is a
Okay.
cardinal sign. Huh?
I said, "Ow."
Yeah. Uh, Aries is the first sign. It's the ruler of the first house. And Aries is a fire sign. And Aries, how could I describe Aries? Aries can be impulsive. They can be very um impulsive. That's like the best word. Okay, impulsive, but they like love really hard. They love really hard and they fall quick and they be mad quick, but they get over it.
Yeah, yeah.
They get over it.
I
And
got some Aries in my life. Mhm.
yeah, my moon is Aries and I feel like yes, that describes me. Like impulsive.
Yeah,
Um
I feel like the impulsiveness is kind of also like, in a good way. It's like the
mhm.
self starterness. Like these people
Yes.
that are very like ready to start shit. But I,
Yes.
I don't know if they might finish it though, because they
Right.
a lot going on. They gonna start
Uh,
a lot of things.
Right, right. And but will they finish? The
Right.
world will never know. Yeah, that is funny. Okay, so Taurus is the second sign. Rules the rulers of the second house. They are a fixed sign. I forgot to say what cardinal meant for Aries. I'm sorry. Well, okay, well just
Well,
say,
yeah,
huh?
we'll get into that, because we'll do the 12 signs, and then we'll go
Mhm.
into like cardinal, fixed, mutable, stuff like that too.
Okay, cool. All right, so yes, Taurus is a fixed sign. Taurus. Oh, and I forgot to say the other thing about Aries and how they were ruled by Mars, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Taurus is an Earth sign. And Taurus, how would I describe Taurus? They're grounded, stable, stubborn. Um, they are very sensual, physical. Like they love either like physical activities such as like working out, love making,
Okay.
just anything where they're using their physical body and stuff. They are usually really good with money or business minded or knows way to accumulate their wealth or sustain their wealth.
Mm,
um And let's see, how else would I describe tourists? Usually pretty fashionable. Even if they're wearing something simple, it's usually pretty cute.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, beautiful. They're
Um,
usually pretty gorgeous.
my mom is a tourist, Mace.
Really?
Yes, and she's awesome. Um, One other thing I'll say that I've noticed about people that are Tauruses is
Hmm.
they love food.
Oh, how
Ma-
could I forget?
major foodies. My mom is a foodie
Yes.
and a chef
Yes.
and has like her own like charcuterie business, small bites and stuff. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, like super dope. Like she's always been interested in like culinary and stuff. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
love to
Yes.
love to go places to eat. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the foodie sign for real,
Yes. Yes. I feel like Taurus and Cancer are like the foodies of the zodiac.
for sure.
Yes, but okay, the next sign, Gemini. Gemini is an air sign. They are a mutable sign and they are ruled by Mercury. They're the ruler of the third house along with Mercury. And Gemini, how would I describe Gemini? Talkative, very much like in their heads, like, and not even in their heads, like I would say more so Virgo, which also is the ruler of or also ruled by Mercury. But Gemini, I feel like they have a lot going on in their head and they have a lot to say about what's going on in their head. Like they are usually like really blunt or like really sarcastic or like
Mm.
just very clever and funny. Like I love Geminis. Very
Yeah,
clever and funny.
I had
Huh?
one of my best friends. One of my best friends is a Gemini.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'll say like I never. She one of those Geminis though. Like I never really got the like good twin, evil twin thing from her.
Oh, okay.
Like she's always been the same person. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know. Maybe I've never gotten her like angry or like that. Good friendship this whole 15, 20 plus years, whatever. But
Mhm.
yeah, like I feel like she's always kind of the same, but she's very, I don't know, very, yeah, like sarcastic kind of in ways, like very clever. Like she's the person like our Instagram like DMs is like all like witty, like sarcastic jokes that other people aren't gonna think is funny because it's just like
Mhm.
kind of like dark or like weird. Like
Uh-huh.
we love like the medieval hip hop and stuff. So will say stuff that's current, but say it in like a medieval like text, like weird. Yeah, like that's how my brain, like our brains work when we together, like as her as a Gemini. But I know people do also say the good twin, bad twin. Now I have seen that side, not my best friend, not one of my best friends specifically,
Mhm.
but somebody else, and it was a guy.
Uh-huh.
It was a guy, so it was,
Mhm.
I don't know, y'all menses. I don't know what's happening, but
Right, it be the men's.
I don't know what be happening. But yeah, I have seen where it can be cool, and then all of a sudden it's just like, huh? Like, oh my god, what's
Yeah, like who is this? I don't
happening,
know this other person.
girl? It was
Yes, yes. And then I even feel like Gemini sometimes, even like what you said with your friend, even though like you said she's the same all the time. And I feel like with Gemini, it can be either that you have those two sides to you, or you're a certain way, and then you attract people that are like the total opposite, or
hmm.
like they're your evil twin, like
I- yeah,
so.
I'm gonna have to look into our other friendships and see who our evil twin is.
That don't have to be the case for her. So yeah, maybe she just, But I've noticed that with Gemini too, because even this Gemini placement I know said they like having people around them that's very different from them.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was like, so like you're evil twin.
Right.
So yeah. All right, so the next sign is Cancer. They are cardinal sign. They are a water sign. They are ruled by the moon, and they are the ruler of the fourth house along with the moon. And they are very, people try to say cancers are the crybabies, and they're very emotional, don't get me wrong, but they're like how can I say this? Like
Gangsta
gangsta boo, like gangsta boo where they're like
boo, I love
gangsta,
it.
but huh?
I said I love it. Gangsta boo. I love.
Gangsta boo. Like for real, cause it's like sometimes they have like a tough outer shell, but it's like they really got like they really like soft on the inside. But they try to like protect themselves like but sometimes but a lot of people do see that soft side of cancer like but I don't know. I don't like when people try to say like, "Oh, cancers are just the crybabies." Uh, cancers. A lot of the cancers I know are some of the like the toughest people I know. Like my mom is a cancer. She's like tough as nails, but she got a little soft heart, you know.
Right, right. Yeah, the cancers. I kind of feel like yeah, they're kind of like the moms also
Yeah.
of the zodiac.
Hmm.
I know. I know one of my friends, she a cancer. I don't remember dang, I don't remember what sign her fiance is. Dang, I damn near wanna no, I damn near want to say he a Virgo, but I don't know, and I'm not gonna put that on him. I am not gonna put that. I don't remember when that man's
Yo.
birthday is, but anyway, her fiance. Like sometimes, like I be feeling like yeah, like, and not necessarily that she like mothers him in a bad way or nothing like that, but it's just kind of funny, like they interaction. Like sometimes, it'll be little group event, and he might start going too dumb. Like we real Bay Area out here. For those who don't know where I'm at, we real Bay Area out here. So niggas might start going too dumb, getting too lit. Like you feel
Mhm.
me, and she'll be the one that, oh my God, Terrence, please, like really, like, like, please don't do that. Oh my God. Like, she one of them, and that shit be so funny. Like, she be trying to it sometimes. But like, but she definitely, is one to have fun as well. So it's not like, yeah, she's just, hella mothering him and nagging. But
Mhm.
aspect of their relationship is very funny, and it's gonna be very cute to see them grow old and be like that too.
Aw, that's so beautiful.
They're so funny. I love it.
How beautiful. But yes, cancers are they can cling very hard to the past. Sometimes they don't know how to let go
Mm,
of the damn past. Um, but they're very generous. When they love you hard, and they're going to do what they can to provide for you and lead you or guide you in some type of way.
mhm.
Yeah,
And I
and
have a Cancer Venus, so
oh, okay.
so a lot of that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm,
Very yeah, because I don't feel like I'm necessarily like, yeah, like, nag like like a mother figure like that, but
mm-hmm.
um definitely get the sense that when I'm like with somebody or have an intimate relationship with somebody, like I do want to nurture. I want us to nurture each other, honestly.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
like, I do want to nurture you and be there for you and like show you that I care. Definitely hopeless romantic,
Oh.
Black Unicorn, if you're out there listening, take notes. Um, but yeah, so it's romantic. And definitely thinks, family is really important, and
Mm-hmm.
am looking to manifest my family, in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I go along, I feel a little bit with the cancers.
Ah, yes, cancers. They are interesting. No, I fuck with the cancers. I do. What's it? Oh, next one is you,
Okay,
Leo.
the young
Yo, let's go.
real big purr. Big purr,
Big
not the
purr.
little one. Huh, not the little ones. Let them know, gang. Let them know, Leo gang. Huh.
Yo. But yes, Leo, the fifth sign, ruler of the fifth house, along with the sun, because you guys are ruled by the sun.
I
Um,
call you son because you shine like one. Ow.
yo.
Period. Big Leo energy. This is what it is.
This is what it is.
If you didn't know, now you know. This is that big Leo energy.
Yo. Yeah, but yes, and Leo is a fixed sign. Leo, how would I describe Leo? Which some of the typical things like, yes, Leos usually are very charismatic, usually very enthusiastic, very something about Leo. When someone has Leo placement in their chart, is like something about them just like glow or something like the sun. Like the sun is either like your outfit, your skin, your hair, your something, but it's
So
just something always stands out, makes Leo stand out.
it's something about us, y'all.
Yes, it's something about the Leos.
They might not be able to put a finger on it, baby, but it's something about us.
Yes.
They don't know.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't.
Yes, I resonate a lot with Leo energy because like I have a Leo stellium. So I fuck with the Leos. Shout out to all the Leos.
Yes, shout out to us because
Shout
we
out to the
here
Leos.
respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I, and you know what? That's something to just on some individual like personal tip. Like I had to kind of realize and like think about like especially with kind of like because I think a lot of people think that Leos are confident. We definitely put it out there that we are confident and that, we kind of got shit together and things like that. But,
Hmm.
we be a little mushy on the inside, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, it do be some insecurities and things there. Sorry, y'all,
Hmm.
not to put us on blast, but we got to keep it real.
Right, right.
So sometimes there are some insecurities. So I know for me, like a part of 2024, like I definitely wanted to work on my confidence and building my confidence and stuff like that in different areas of my life. And yeah, I just had to realize like the sun don't have to do too much to shine, like what I'm
Yup.
because we be out there, y'all. We do be out there trying to be
Mm,
center of attention and sometimes do a little too much. But it's like if you just kind
uh-huh.
of slow down, you realize you never really have to do too much for people to, you feel me, notice you, or for you to put that shit on, or
Yo.
it's not it doesn't really take a whole bunch of effort. And um,
Yeah.
you can you still gonna shine, boo, regardless. We still gonna shine. So yeah, man, I'm just taking that in and trying to transmute that and exude that in my life at this moment.
Yo, that gave me goosebumps. That gave me goosebumps because hell yeah.
Yes, yeah, we gotta keep it real, man. I know
Yeah.
everybody like to see the good aspects about their sign, but you gotta keep it real. And
Hmm.
let it be known, because somebody might be out there that needed to hear that. And let them
Yes.
know, you still shining, sis. You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta be a pick Misha. You ain't gotta, throw on, the skirts with the booty cleavage underneath. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be seen or be chosen or whatever,
Yup.
whatever your goal is. You ain't got to do all that. You shining, boo. We the sun.
Exactly. Yo, I feel like I needed to hear that today.
Period. That's what
Yes.
the podcast is here for, girl. We got to
Yes.
get it out.
Yes. Don't need to do too much. Never needed to do too much to shine. For real, for real.
Oh, I love it.
But yes, love that. So yes, let's move on to Virgo. Um,
Yes.
the
Hello,
Virgo, shout out to the
ladies. If you hear me, let me
Virgos.
sing it out. That's all I can. That's the only positive. And my girl here. So this for you. This for you, Twan.
Yo. I cannot. But okay, so Virgo, the sixth sign, the ruler of the sixth house, along with Mercury. Um, it is a mutable sign. It is an earth sign. And Virgo, how would I describe Virgo? Virgos. w- we are perfectionists, and sometimes, let me give you a little secret about Virgos. We are sometimes we like overthink so much to the point that we just end up not doing what the fuck we said we was gonna do, because we done overthought it, because we want it to be perfect, and since it's not
Mm,
perfect, it's not getting done.
right.
Yes, so perfectionist. Let's see, Virgo, hardworking. Also can be very talkative, but also can be very much a hermit in your head, in our head. Um, and overanalyze a lot, but very strong work ethic.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
very strong work ethic.
Will definitely agree with that.
Yes. Yes, yes.
They
Like
definitely, the Virgos definitely come to work and exceed and excel.
yes. And excel, yes. And that's why we be so hard on ourselves, because we want it to be perfect. So yeah.
My Mercury is in Virgo.
Okay.
So I'm
Mm.
wondering if that's why these things have been, these occurrences have been placed into my life, or
Mm-hmm.
why
Mm-hmm.
that that attracts them people. I don't know.
Yes, that's
Cause I
probably why.
yeah, cause Virgos like y'all don't like dumb people.
Right. We don't.
Like Virgos do not like stupid people. If you yeah, they will just not. They'll just not engage.
Yes. Yes.
They'll
Like
just not engage. They're those
yes.
type of people. You don't have to worry about it. Like either the Virgo's there or they're not. Like
Yes.
it's either cool or I'm not feeling this and I'm gone. Like
Yeah.
that's it. But yeah, they don't like dumb people. So I feel like with my Mercury being in Virgo and that being kind of like a
Like
way, I guess I like communicate, then that's like yeah, maybe that was a something going on, an attraction there. But anyway,
yes, yes. And then Mercury is at home in Virgo. So it's like, yeah, them Virgos probably like, oh yeah, she communicates well. So
I felt like home. That's what it was. But we going
yeah, felt
mm,
like home. Mm-hmm.
girl,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
I cannot. That's what it was.
that's what it was. They know where home is at.
They know where home is at. I cannot. And then the next sign is Libra. That's the seventh sign, ruler of the seventh house, along with Venus. It's a cardinal sign. Libra is associated with relationships. So I feel like Libras are usually really supportive, or you find them in teams or in like usually partnered up with someone. They are very, I would say, very charming, because they're also, like I said, they're ruled by Venus. So they're like they can be very, very charming. They can also be very charismatic, very funny, very creative.
That's what I
Um,
yeah, that's what I've heard. The charismatic for sure.
yes, yes. I feel like every Libra, male or female that I know, they are like a character. Like, like just silly as hell. And they like to, we'll say, quote unquote, be fair.
Hey, look, hold on. I gotta stand up for my Libra.
I love the Libras, but sometimes they talk about they want to be fair, but they're not being fair.
Hey, I can only speak for my Libra rising that I got going on. Cause I do feel like, cause I feel like I am very much like I want everything to be fair. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like also like it really bothers me when I feel when I feel like I have not been treated fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it bothers me to my core. And then also I feel like wanting stuff to be fair sometimes too like leads to them being indecisive. I've heard that
Yes.
can be very indecisive, and I feel like I get that way sometimes too, because I'm like so trying to weigh out the options that it's like
Mhm.
it's blocking me from making a decision.
Mhm. Mhm. And I feel like y'all be wanting things to be perfect too. Well, Libra placements want things to be perfect as well. And that's why y'all be weighing out the options so y'all can make the perfect decision.
And Libras is cool though. I know
Yeah.
a couple Libras, and they cool people.
Yes, I one of my best friends is a Libra. I definitely love Libra placements. I really do. It's just I had to call them out a little bit.
Yeah, okay. That's how I be sometimes.
Mhm. Mhm. The next sign, Scorpio, which is the eighth sign, ruler of the eighth house, along with Pluto and Mars. They are a fixed sign and they are a water sign. And Scorpio, Scorpio.
Scorpio.
What can I say about y'all?
Yeah.
But I be liking them. I can't even lie. But
Yeah,
uh,
Scorpio is cool with me.
yes, yes. Yes, I just dealt with also some crazy ones too. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but but yeah, Scorpios, I would say they are very deep. They are very deep. Like a lot of times, like what you get on the surface, like there's like more to it. There's always more to what they're telling you, what you see on the surface. And I don't just mean like, oh, they're secretive. 'Cause some of them are though. Some of them are very secretive, but some of them are just very private. But like,
Hmm.
they like to, yeah, keep things private, or yeah, not always let the world know what's going on with them because they like to keep what's precious to them protected.
Yeah, my grandma's a my grandma's a Scorpio.
Really.
Yeah, and I
Mm.
feel like definitely way like just from kind of my observation of her, definitely way more sensitive than they let out. Like only
Yes.
only if you like they family members, like somebody they love or something, kids, grandkids, people like that. Like that's I feel like that's the only time you might be able to really to see that sensitive side. If it's just kind of like, associates, you'll kind of never know. But
Mhm.
very sensitive. And then my a lot of my like Scorpio moon people, the pettiness be there. They
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
everybody acts on it depending on what other placements you got, but they the pettiness gets there. Like you don't want to cross them type of people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Them Scorpio moons, they gonna let you have it. They gonna plot on you too.
Mhm.
It's gonna be when you least expect it.
Yes, and I was just talking about Beyonce, who has a Scorpio moon, and how she was talking about how her album was basically like her lick back to the country music industry.
Mm.
And I had tweeted like, "Oh, that's so Scorpio moon of her because it don't." And she said it was 5 years in the making that she was that this album with this album it took her 5 years or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, with Scorpio placements, they don't care how long it takes to get an op back."
Telling you, that's all like them Scorpio placements and y'all and Virgos, like you do not
Hmm.
they don't care how long it's gonna take. No shade to you because I love you, but a lot of serial killers is the Virgo
Yeah,
because
they
they
are.
plot. They plot.
We be
They
plotting. I'm not gonna
scheme,
lie.
they watch, and the Scorpios, y'all be doing that too. Plot, scheme, watch. See, I don't know. Me as a lazy lion, I'm too lazy. Like I don't have enough energy or nothing to plot on you for years on end, girl.
Yo.
Boy, I didn't stop caring after some months. I don't even care no more. You was non-existent. Like I am not about to follow your life for a year and a half to know your routine. So then slide on in there, and while you going on your daily jog, put the pole out there so you can trip and bust your head open, like just out of nowhere. Like they be on that type of shit. Like you don't even
Mm-hmm.
see it coming. It's a part
Yep.
of your daily schedule, and they just popped in on you. Boom, gone,
Mm-hmm.
gone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Virgo and Scorpio, they used to be one sign. I forgot what the story is.
Mm.
Yeah, I forgot what the story is, but I know I read it and it said that Virgo and Scorpio used to be one sign, and that's why if you notice the little like the get what are they called again? The glyphs or whatever. It's like the Virgo looks like an M, but it's like there's like it looks like a curve
You
that like
know what? Yes, I know.
hmm
Talking about the symbol.
yes.
Yes.
The
Oh,
symbol, yes. Yes. And then yeah, Scorpios is the arrow. So
wow.
the arrow on the M. So yep, it's very interesting, very interesting. There's always more to them than you will ever see.
Hmm.
Very intuitive as well. I forgot to say, very, very intuitive and can see right through bullshit.
Who was next? Oh, Sag.
Sag. So Sagittarius, the ninth sign. Um, it is ruled by Jupiter. It is a mutable sign. It's the ruler of the ninth house along with Jupiter. Um, and it's a fire sign. And Sages are usually pretty optimistic. They're usually like very happy go lucky and they be willing to take that risk. Okay. They be
Oh,
willing to take that risk.
oh yeah, yeah. They're definitely the like adventurers.
Yes.
The you will get left behind, and I'm
Yes.
still gonna go and do my thing type of people.
Yes. Yes.
I've heard
Yes.
called Sagittarius. That's just what I heard, y'all. I'm just know what I heard. Also very intense.
Oh
Also
yeah, they're intense. They're intense.
very intense. Yeah, I've met somebody. Well, not necessarily. Whatever. Anyway, yes, I was talking to somebody that happened to be like a Sagittarius, and I actually kind of liked him. Like
Mm.
I liked his little vibe and stuff, but it was like yeah, just certain things that we would talk about and stuff where I was just like, wow, like he's so intense. God damn. Like he was like my little like revolutionary. Like he was not fucking with the white man. He was in the South. I was like, oh, you you about it, I guess.
Not you about it.
He was about it, girl. He like, bitch, the revolution is tomorrow. Like he was gonna be ready. I was like, ooh, that's real intense. I fuck with you. I'm down for the cause, power to the people.
Yo,
But it just be too a lot really intense sometimes.
really intense. Yeah, and I feel like that's another thing with Sagittarius because they are usually passionate about like philosophical topics and stuff like that. So like for example my kid's father, he has a cousin who is a Sagittarius as well, and he was the same way about like not really fucking with the white man for some not for some reason because we know why, but
Right, that part.
we know why. But yes, was very, very passionate about like becoming sovereign and things like that. So
Mm,
they're usually very passionate about their freedom, about philosophical topics, about
how much sense?
yeah. They're usually very, very passionate and be feeling like, yeah, you're not about to restrain me.
Right, that part.
Yeah, so they are very interesting and they are usually very intelligent, usually very, very intelligent, great speakers, okay? They're another charming sign, I feel like. And
Tell me about them panties.
mhm.
Has not happened to me, y'all, but I caught the gist of what she was saying, and that's what she basically.
mhm. 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 And They, yeah, gotta be careful with them Sagittarius men, okay? The Sagittarius men placements, because you're not always the only one, okay?
Yeah. Oh Lord Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. Lord help them.
Lord help them. I cannot. But Capricorn is next. They are the 10th sign, ruler of the 10th house, along with Saturn. And they are earth sign, they are cardinal sign. And Capricorns are hard workers. And I feel like a misconception about Capricorn, which actually, wait, maybe it's not necessarily a misconception because I feel like there are some Capricorns that are like this, but I feel like Capricorn is always associated with like all they care about is like money and being on top and stuff like that. But I feel like Capricorns, um, I feel like when they're in their light side, on their they are driven by a purpose. They're always driven by a purpose, their purpose, like what they feel like their purpose is. And it's not always about the money. They just want to have purpose, like to be doing things for a reason, not just doing shit all willy nilly. Like, um, yes, and yeah, very hard workers, great leaders. I feel like Capricorn is the dad. Like I was saying, how Cancer is like the mom. So I feel like Capricorn's the other parent. Um, Capricorn. Let's see. They can be loners. They can be loners. They can be more on the private side as well. Maybe not always showing emotion. I mean, it depends. It depends, but sometimes like you just or they just only show emotion to the people that they really actually care about, but everybody else they don't they don't care.
I I think like I said, I have so much Capricorn placement in my chart, like it's kind of scary. Like Neptune, like all types of other stuff, Saturn and all types of other
Mhm.
planets in my chart are in Capricorn. So
Mhm.
I feel like I relate to Capricorn. Like I can definitely I have Capricorn friends. One of my best friends is a Capricorn. And one of my really good guy friends, he's a Capricorn, and we always like is kind of like in sync, like you feel me, on some mental and kind of like business minded and kind of like loyalty friendship type stuff or whatever.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I do see where I kind of, yeah, like differ from like Capricorns.
Mhm.
I think Capricorns, though, I ain't gonna cap, I feel like Capricorns are misunderstood.
Mhm.
I feel like they are very misunderstood. I feel like they're looked at as kind of, yeah, like the loner, or like they don't, like they're kind of quiet, or like don't really like mess with a lot of people or whatever. But they do though. Like they do though. Like
Mhm.
you just obviously are like not in the circle. That's all it.
Right. You're not in the circle.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what it
not in the
is.
circle. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Cause I feel like, yeah, Capricorn, they, and then even how like people try to say Capricorns are like money hungry and power hungry, which some can be that way. I have seen it,
Mm,
but they are very family oriented and also
yeah,
like wanting to do things to provide for them their family, which a lot of times is their purpose. Like there's always a why. Like they always want to do things for a with a purpose. So it's not always like they're just money hungry. It's like their purpose is either their family or they have to provide for themselves, or they really love something. Like it's always a purpose. They're not always just money hungry and power hungry.
right. Yeah, I definitely do agree with that. And I love my Sagittarius. I mean, not sorry. Clearly, a Sagittarius must be talking about me somewhere.
Right?
But my Capricorn. I love my Capricorn. And I'm also tapping in. what I've been trying to do lately to correlate with my whole thing for like the confidence of 2024, I've been trying to tap into my Capricorn moon energy because I feel like a
Mm.
lot of Capricorn women are very elegant, very
Yeah.
simply elegant. Like you
Mm-hmm.
Audrey Hepburn, you look at like Sade, like all the
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, yes, like all these women like were very, very low key, very
Mm-hmm.
elegant and everything, but still made statements, were still kind of like fashion icons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I for sure have been trying to tap into my inner Capricorn moon, especially when it comes to like my style and stuff now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm just like, especially, I'm getting a little older. Like,
Right.
I don't have to do too much. It goes into, what we were saying about Leo earlier. But yeah, like I don't have to do too much and, put on all this pizzazz and all this and all that, like just to have a cute outfit. like,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like
For real.
you can jeans and t-shirt and you feel me, get you a nice pair of cute heels or statement heels
Yup.
and your accessories and keep it pushing and still be,
Yup.
you feel me, that girl. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I'm tapping into my inner Capricorn. So yeah, I got love for y'all for sure.
Yes, yes. And you see, I've had issues with Capricorns in the past, but but oh yes, girl, because quite a few of them broke my little heart.
Girl,
But is one thing about me is I'm a attract a Capricorn placement. But I've been learning to re-like them again
not good.
and
I love,
appreciate them.
I love that for you, friend. Maybe that'll happen with the Virgos for me. Maybe one day, maybe one day, but it ain't today for sure.
It's not today though. Okay.
Definitely not today,
I feel you. I understand. Don't Virgo, man. I get it.
girl.
I get it. Okay.
I know, and that's the crazy part because even the Virgo females get it.
Right.
Like
Mm-hmm.
it is y'all. It is y'all.
It is y'all. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, stop being like that.
Please, please stop.
Yes, and I have a son that's a Virgo, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pray for you and make sure
Oh,
you're a really good guy.
you know, but he got you. He got you,
You
so he
got me.
enlightened. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be
Yes.
vibing high. He gonna be on another level.
Right, right.
Because when they vibe high, clearly those are the cool ones. But
Right, right.
see these low vibrational unhealed. Anyway, let's get on to Pisces.
No. Well, the next one is Aquarius. The next one is
Oh,
Aquarius.
you sorry, Aquarius. Don't want to skip over you. Go.
Yeah, and then it's Pisces, but Aquarius is the 11th sign, the ruler of the 11th house, along with Saturn and Uranus. And they're an air sign, which a lot of people be thinking they're a water sign, but they're actually an air
Yeah,
sign.
I definitely did at first,
Mm-hmm.
and now know that yeah, they're air signs.
Yeah, but I mean it's understandable actually why, because I know like they have the water
Yeah,
bearer, so
yeah.
it's
I
like,
was girl. I was just about to say, it's a damn water bearer. Like what am I supposed to think?
yeah, yeah, right, right. They're literally pouring out water, so I get it. And then even their symbol looks like waves. So
That part.
so yeah, but oh, and they're a fixed sign, and they are let's see. Aquariuses are usually very, very intelligent, great at networking, great at making friends, but
But
they can be very much to themselves at times too, and sometimes feel like they don't fit in, whether it's in their family or whether it's at school or it's like in something about them, they feel like they don't always like fit in some shape or form, um or sometimes they don't want to fit in.
right.
Sometimes they don't want to fit in. Sometimes they're really rebellious. But what's so interesting about Aquarius is they can be either really rebellious or really conservative. Like,
Mm.
and I'm wondering if it's because of this, they're ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So sometimes I can be on either side of the spectrum because I have a sister that is Aquarius sun and Aquarius moon, and she's very conservative. You would think like, oh, Aquarius sun and moon. Oh my goodness, she must just be so different and unique, and she's just very conservative.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
I have two friends who they're not Aquarius suns, but they're Aquarius risings. And
Hmm.
oh my God, that placement, that Aquarius rising is so funny, bruh. Like they is some of the most random people. Like, and when I say like I don't know, let me oh my God, my friend Christina is the most random friend that I have to date.
Hmm.
She just asks all types of random questions, and it just be stuff where you be like, "What?" Or like, it's also like that. She's like super considerate as well. So
Hmm.
she'll act like she'll be at my house and she'll ask me shit like, "Oh, can I go use your bathroom?" What? Why are you asking to use my bathroom? Like, go use the bathroom. You're at my house. It's fine. It's shit like that, or it'll just be something off the wall that like you're thinking of, and it'll be like, hey, so whoop de whoop, like, what? Why are you
Yeah.
asking me that right now? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Hmm.
super funny. And then my other friend, she's a Capricorn sun, and her rising is Aquarius. And so that's what I mean when like with like how people think Capricorn is like mean and stuff, but it's like they kind of really not. Her Aquarius rising come out when she drink though. Like when she get drunk, like that's for sure the Aquarius rising, because that's when she's very friendly, like talking to whoever. She's also talking about random stuff. She also cannot shut the fuck up. So
Yo.
like, yes, that I was like, and then when I found out both, because I didn't know at first that both of them had the same rising. When I found out they had the same rising, I'm like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. That Aquarius
That is
rising
so.
boy is unique.
Yes, unique. That's the best. That's the best word. Sorry, I had to wash my hands, but that was that's a good way to describe them. Unique,
Yeah,
unique. You never know what you're gonna get with them.
you never know. No, you don't.
You never know for real. My son is an Aquarius, the one you probably keep hearing in the background, and you just really never know what you're gonna get with him. Like I keep trying to, focus on the call, and then I look and he's ripping paper. Then next thing I know, he is like, I don't know if you heard the thump earlier. He dropped this dresser case thing. It almost fell on him, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm trying to, keep
Boy,
my voice normal.
right.
And since we're on this call. Well, girl, some Aquarius, okay?
Okay.
Yes, but they're very friendly. They are very friendly. They are the humanitarians. They say that they are the humanitarians of the zodiac. Um, and they really can be very, very considerate and generous and always like thinking about the team, the group and the world and like what would be for the greater good. So, yes. And they can also be very stubborn as well. They can be very stubborn and very uh like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Um, but yeah, it's not always like an in your face type of thing. It could sometimes just be like, oh, they're just really, really independent. Um, and so they always make sure they're strict. Because one thing I've noticed about Aquarius placements, they always find a way to make sure that they're straight, whether it's like financially or like maybe with where they live, and they be on their own because they want to live how they want to live. So they
Hmm.
gonna
For
do
sure.
what it takes to make that happen. Then, last but not least, Pisces, the 12th sign. They're the ruler of the 12th house. They're a water sign. They're a mutable sign. They are ruled, or they rule the 12th house along with Jupiter and Neptune. And let's see. Pisces are very, very intuitive, very, very, very intuitive. They can be very emotional, but not always as much as people like to say. They can be, but not
Yeah.
always. Yeah, it's like and they are very dreamy, like they gonna tell you about their daydreams or their dreams when they were sleeping, or their dreams of like as far as like their goals, but they usually have like very big dreams. And they can be very, very intelligent too, because Einstein was a Pisces. And he said that that formula, I think what MC equal, what is it? E equals MC, whatever that formula is that he came
Oh
up with.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said it came to him in a dream.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said he used to do a lot of like astral traveling and lucid dreaming and things like that. I'm like, okay,
Okay. Right,
very
right.
interesting.
Tap in then. Tap in.
Tap in. And another thing with Pisces is they're usually naturally spiritual. Like they're usually like, yeah, like natural mystics. It's not like a where they're like, oh, I have. Well, they could be like have a lot of crystals or have a lot of like decks and stuff like that. They can be like that, but there's usually just naturally drawn to those things. It's not because of a trend. It's not because of someone told them to be that way. They're just usually very naturally in tune. And I think it's because they're naturally very intuitively like gifted. So
Mm-hmm.
they usually are just naturally like spiritual and stuff. What else? They're usually very artistic. And usually artistic in multiple ways since they are a mutable sign. And then Pisces, since it's ruled by Neptune, um, it's let me not say it's easy, but Neptune is associated with like fame and stuff like that. So Pisces, I don't want to say all of them are just meant to be famous because I mean, that's not necessarily the case.
Right.
But it can be easy for them to like attract fame and things like that because there's some type of like mystical quality about them, and it makes people curious and like kind of put them on a pedestal sometimes, because of these mystical magical qualities. I would say that with Scorpio too, like they just hypnotize people or something.
And I don't know, I haven't experienced uh in a romantic way
Mm.
Pisces men. So for those of y'all who are feeling indifferent, I'm sorry. I can't speak, and I don't want you to be triggered. But from my experiences, the Pisces men that I know are really nice.
Mhm.
Like they are really sweet. Like
Mhm.
my little brother is a Pisces, and me and my brother are like 9.5, almost 10 years apart.
Mhm.
But yeah, like just seeing like, and he's a father now, and
Aww.
family and stuff.
Mhm.
And just like seeing the man that he's grown into, I'm just like, oh, like you one of them ones, bruh. And like
Aww.
feeling like all like, yeah, like just other Pisces men that I meet, like, okay, you one of them ones, bruh. Like they be having, good stuff going on about themselves and stuff. And
Mhm.
you know, I ain't gonna cap. I did have one Pisces heartbreak.
Aww.
My long time, love of my life, Sammy. If y'all, I like the
Oh,
way you
girl.
look at me.
What?
Yes, his birthday's March 1st, and I from
Yo.
from forever. I just knew we was gonna be together, and he came. He came to concert, and he was at the Oakland Coliseum. I went to the meet and greet. Like we met, we took pictures together. We looked like we
Mhm.
belonged together, and I was
Yo.
just. Oh, and then this nigga came out and had a baby, bitch. I can't. I don't. Just distraught.
Oh
Distraught.
my. Oh my goodness. I cannot. I'm like, oh, she had the heartbreak. You talking about Sammy girl.
Oh my God,
You
why?
talking about Sammy girl.
Yes, I'm talking about Sammy. Sammy, if you hear this, I just want you to know you broke my
She
heart.
loves you.
The devastation. The devastation was so real. I just knew he was my black unicorn, and
Yo.
oh my God. Anyway,
I feel you. Aw.
I'm not gonna relive it. I'm happy
Right.
for him in his new
Thanks,
found
you girl.
hood and things. Yeah, yeah, whatever.
I can't.
Girl, it was devastation. It was so bad.
Aw.
I wasn't listening to that nigga music for a minute. I was like, And he had a new little EP album or whatever.
Mhm.
It took me a minute. I was like, am I gonna listen to it? I don't know, but
I can't.
I did listen to it, and it was good actually.
Okay.
But then he had the song at the end. Oh, where it starts showing. You start hearing the ultrasound heartbeat. Oh no, skip it every time. No, nope, sorry, can't listen.
Yo.
Cannot listen to that one. Cannot, will not. So sorry.
Yo. I cannot with you. I
Can't with
feel
him.
you though.
I can't with him, girl. That's all. That's that on that. But I would, be interested in meeting a nice Pisces man. Y'all seem like y'all all right. I got some good Pisces friends, so I'm good in the friend department. Pisces cool people. I like
Mhm.
for sure.
Yes, one of my best friends is a Pisces, and I love her so much. Like,
Yes, I feel like they give everybody, they give everybody the space to do them.
yes, yes, give that space, and they also give great advice. I feel and they just be knowing shit. Like, it's like, how do you know that? Because they're so intuitive. So,
Yeah. What I will say though, as some advice to some of my Pisces, from what I have been able to see from my different Pisces friends, if you are that person who everybody turns to you, like you are the support, like for everybody
mm.
else, like you truly do need to learn how to say no.
Yes,
You need
please.
to learn how to say no and be the one that is taken care of. Whether
Yes,
you have to do the taking care of yourself or let somebody else assist you, because y'all don't ask for help either.
yes,
Be overwhelmed as fuck and don't ask for no help. And when
yep,
somebody try to offer you help, you be like, well, no, tell them exactly what you need. Tell them what
right,
you need and get it done and help them,
right,
so you can then continue to help others, because
yep.
y'all be overextending.
Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely be overextending and they're so helpful and generous and like sometimes they just really don't have those boundaries and I hate to see it.
Yeah, like my not that she doesn't have boundaries or whatever, but like one my best friend that's a Pisces, she got like five god kids. Like how what type of person are you that all these different people want you to be their child's godmother in their
Right.
life?
Mhm.
That speaks volumes about
It
the type of
does.
person that you are.
Right. It definitely does.
Yeah, so you guys are always extending the help. It's okay to ask for help and it's okay to receive help. Okay.
Yes. 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 Shout out to my Pisces. Well, that was the last one.
Okay, yes. Gave y'all a earful on the sign, you know.
Yes.
Okay. And if y'all want to go, look a little bit more extensively into your own sign, birth chart, and things like that. Even definitely plenty of websites and apps. I know I like CoStar. I be using CoStar sometimes. Nebula is cool too, but
Mm-hmm.
all it has to be trying to have you pay for shit. So whatever
Yep.
way you can get it for the free, just do that. You feel me? Because I'm not paying for nothing. I'm just not. But yeah,
I
you
feel
can
you.
definitely go look at all the different type of apps. I know like Astro Cafe, I think it's called, is like a good website that people be using for
Mm-hmm.
birth charts and all that type of stuff too. So yeah, if y'all are interested, check that out. So before we get on out of here, we're gonna play a little game. I like to play games when I have my guest on. So in the spirit of astrology, it's going this game is called Name Your Sign, or Name That Sign. My bad, Name That Sign. So I'll be reading some memes of certain actions or characteristics, and you'll go ahead and guess what sign matches that action or characteristic.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna do three. Keep it short.
Okay.
All right, so number one, I like being alone, but I want somebody to be alone with. What is they
Mm.
sign? Name that sign.
Mm. Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I would say Scorpio.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Scorpio.
What do you think?
Mm, like my alone. I want to be alone, but alone with you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm giving it to Scorpio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of other signs, when they want to be alone, they want to be alone.
Yeah.
Chilling with another man makes me miss my man even more. Name that sign.
I feel like, I mean, maybe it's more so than men, but I feel like that's Sagittarius.
Hey, go Cap. I lightweight. I kind of lightweight want to give it to Libra.
Oh, I didn't even think about
I
Libra.
feel,
Okay.
I feel like the girls be lightweight players.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, you're right.
not really in a hoish way
Yeah.
necessarily, not all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that could be Libra. I feel like they be some little players lightweight. They real into the appearance, aesthetics, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, it was this one. I don't wear my money. I eat it. I love a good meal. What
Okay.
sign?
That's gonna go. I feel like that's Taurus and Cancer.
Facts. That's facts. Agreed.
Yes, Taurus and Cancer,
All day long.
like all day long.
But they like I think like you said earlier, like they'll have, you know what I'm saying, some little pieces they could like put together or whatever. I don't feel like, as far as them not wearing their money like that, they gonna be looking busted
Mm.
that. But I do think like if it was a choice between like a new outfit or like a new restaurant, like they're gonna go with the new restaurant.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yes.
sure. Cancer and Taurus. Yay. So shout out to all the astrology signs. Whatever your sign may be. Shout out to everybody, man. We love you all. Like Beyonce. That I'm gonna play that after I get off the phone with you, girl.
Right, right.
Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Oh,
That
put the drum back.
was that song back in the day.
Right, I know. I love it. I loved it.
Me
Well,
too.
all right, y'all. Man, that is a wrap for today's chit chat. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like and subscribe buttons. You know what I'm saying? Ring that bell so you can be notified whenever I put out a new episode. And if you like to book Twan for any of her divine services, you feel me, Twan, go ahead and let my chit chatters know where and how they can book your services.
Well, first of all, I want to say, follow me on Instagram. Um, follow me on Instagram, but you can book me on my website, housemystic.com, HAUSMYSTIK.com. But yeah, if you end up following me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. So it's there.
Perfect. Yep. And y'all, I have gotten a reading a while ago. Twan did my past life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I remember. Twan did my past life reading, and it definitely touched on like a lot of like my creativity and stuff that like I like to be into creatively and stuff. So yeah, definitely check her out. Check out the services. I feel like it's about time for me to get a new reading, so I'm gonna have to go on there myself and see what services it's got. So
Yes.
you can stay in tuned, everybody. But yeah, if you guys have questions or want to even share your experience being an Astro Girly, definitely leave it in the comments below. And depending on, how many questions we get, maybe we'll bring Twan back and we can do a part two.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't get into like the houses and like the elements and all of that stuff. So we could definitely, come back for the Astro Girlies and do a part two. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, guys, definitely let me know in the comment box. And thank you guys so much again for tuning in. And remember, the conversation never really ends. And until next time, you guys keep chatting.